All right, everyone, please be seated, and let's call our next witness.
Your Honor, the state calls Kelly Lawson.
All right, please raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Sorry.
May I sit down?
Yes, sir. All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you please state and spell your name for the court reporter?
My name is Kelly Lawson, and that's KELLYLAWSON.
What do you do for a living?
I work for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
And what is your role at the GBI?
I am the forensic artist.
And you say the forensic artist. Does that mean you're the only forensic artist?
I am currently the only forensic artist.
Okay. Can you tell the jury what is a forensic artist?
A forensic artist is, well, an artist who helps with police investigations. And basically what that means is I do composite drawings, which is where if someone is raped or robbed or assaulted and they saw the face of their perpetrator, they would then come to me and I would take the description of the person that they saw and draw them on a piece of paper. Usually they're very large, 18 by 24 sheets of paper. And the police then can use that drawing to narrow the field of possible suspects and get an idea of what the guy looked like. The other half of what I do is working for unidentified remains cases. So if someone is found and the investigators don't know who that person is, then it falls upon me to do an illustration or a sculpture of that person representing what they would have looked like while they were alive in an effort to get their name for the police.
How long have you been with the GBI in that role?
I've been working with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation since 2012.
Okay. Do you have any specialized training to be able to do the job that you do?
Yes, I have a degree in drawing, painting, and printmaking from Brigham Young University. I took a course, a 40-hour course from Betty Pat Gatliff in Oklahoma for two-dimensional skull and three-dimensional skull reconstruction. I also took a 40-hour course from Lois Gibson in Texas, who is a well-known forensic artist, and I completed a 13-month-long apprenticeship under Marla Lawson, who was the former forensic artist with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Have you ever testified in court before as an expert witness?
Yes.
How many times and where?
Multiple times in Cobb County, Fulton County, Clark County, and Clayton County, and DeKalb County.
Have you ever been denied expert status?
No.
At this time, Your Honor, I would like to introduce her as an expert or tender her as an expert in the field of forensic artistry.
No objections to that, Your Honor.
All right, she's so qualified, and you may proceed.
Can you tell the jury, did there come a time when you received a photograph in connection with this case?
Yes, on this, I believe it was definitely a Friday, December 9th, I believe was the date of 2022. I got an email from Lindsay Smith containing a photograph of an unidentified Jane Doe that needed a drawing.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Counsel, I'm showing 16, 17, and 18. Without displaying these,
Yes.
can you just look at those?
Okay.
I'm specifically referring to 1.16. Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes, I do.
And what is that a photograph of?
That is a photograph of the head of the Jane Doe.
Okay. And as a result of receiving that photograph, did you make any drawings?
I did.
And what drawing did you make?
I actually, throughout the weekend of December 9th through the 11th, I completed 2 drawings.
Okay.
I completed one drawing with the hair down and one drawing with the hair up because the hair is not very visible.
Okay.
So I completed 2 drawings.
Did you provide both of those drawings right away?
I did not.
Which drawing did you provide first?
I provided the drawing with her hair up
Okay.
first.
Would that be what's depicted in 1.17?
Yes,
And then the one with the hair down, would that be 1.118?
that's correct.
Okay. Did you have any difficulty drawing this drawing in particular?
Absolutely.
Can you tell the jury why?
It is very difficult to work from remains when a person has been beheaded, because when we're typically associating with someone and communicating with them, we see them and gravity's pulling on us one direction, we're sitting up, and there are certain muscles and ligaments and tendons that go from the sides of the head and the jaw and the bottom of the jaw all the way down through the neck, and it kind of centers our face. So when those are severed from the rest of the body, it changes the entire expression, it changes the entire structure of the face. It makes it very difficult.
And did you in fact then do more than one drawing in part because of that?
That, and it was difficult also to draw from this one because I had somewhat limited information. I didn't know exactly how long her hair was. I didn't know what color it was. When I receive a case like this, I have to move rather rapidly because of the whole idea of police have more success if they are able to try to solve the case within the first 48 hours. So as opposed to going back and forth with the individuals working in the morgue to get every tiny little detail, I'll often work from what I have and get the most accurate drawing that I can. And in this particular case, I was unsure about the hair, so I ended up doing another drawing, and I felt like that drawing was prettier even though the hair was less detailed.
And with respect to her eye color, did you base that information off of what?
I based her eye color specifically off the average. A lot of times if you can't see someone's eyes, or if there's one of the first things that changes in the decomposition process is the eyes will go glassy and glazed, and they'll often change colors. So you tend to go with the average, and they say for Caucasians the average would be brown eyes.
Okay. So even within brown, are there variations of brown?
There are absolutely variations in brown.
And how do you deal with that?
Honestly, I just try to stick with something that makes a beautiful photo. I know that sounds terrible, but the more beautiful the photo, the more compelling the photo, I guess is probably a better word than beautiful. The more likely people are to share the case, and the more people then end up seeing the case, and the likelihood of that person getting identified is better. So I will make sure, usually I tell people that, I often draw John and Jane Does almost as if they're getting their glamour shot done, but it's the last drawing someone will ever have of them their entire lives. I just feel like it's a respect thing, and it helps the public become more engaged.
I have nothing further.
Mr. Weinstein?
No questions, John.
All right, thank you very much.